You know, I haven't played Bethany in a while. So why not? Right? Come on, are you kidding me? Yeah, sure. By the way, 6 seconds into the run. Yeah, okay, we're playing Bethany with Mom's Knife, I guess that's what it's gonna be. I forget that this item can show up in item rooms very rarely. Hi, how's it going, by the way? Hope you're having a good day. My day certainly just got a lot better if it wasn't already great. Which it is, to be fair, because I never have anything to complain about. I am living a very peaceful, joyous life with little to no strife or anything like that. And Baby Plum is gonna have the opposite of that. She's dead. I'm so sorry, Baby Plum. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I'm not gonna be able to afford that because I have no money and I have no bombs. But, oh my god. Yeah, alright, sure. I know I have Mom's Knife, but I'm going to make a conscious, controversial decision here. I'm gonna skip the gold path for floor, because I want to get my first deal. And I am less likely to get hit and lose my deal chances on the basement than I am on the downpour, because the downpour, even though, yeah, you would argue that with over 700 hours of experience in the game, I should have a decent chunk of skills that would prevent me from taking damage against downpour enemies. There's some bullshit rooms that you encounter on the downpour sometimes, is what I'm trying to say, you know? So, I'd rather avoid having that happen. And I think that's a good thing. Because unfortunately, as Bethany, you cannot get something that insulates you from such a loss of deal chances. It's been a while since I've just had like a broken item like Mom's Knife on my very first floor. That's What's going on right now? Why am I only getting Q4s? I swear I didn't mod the game or anything. Like, what? I don't know what's happening, bro. Might as well check the shop. I got money. Okay. That's the first lowered quality item I've encountered this entire run so far. It took me until the second floor shop to find something that's not Q3 or higher. I was just saying, that's quite impressive, really. Quite incredible. All that's missing now is that my angel deal has Sacred Heart in it. That's all I'm saying, man. That would be quite incredible get. And the boss is dead, by the way. That was an absolute speed kill. Okay, it's not Sacred Heart. The Seraphim is still good, though. But it's no Sacred Heart, you know? Don't know what I did to deserve good karma. I guess this is where it comes back around. Curse of the Blind. It's all over, bros. It's all over. There's no salvaging it now. I might as well buy this. Restock is actually pretty good. Alright, sure. I play Bethany very rarely. But for some reason, whenever I play Bethany, I get crazy runs. I'm pretty sure the last 2 times I played Bethany on this channel, I got the Eraser both runs. And I guess I can't rule out that it might show up on this run as well. Which would be nuts. But still, you know, for some reason, even though I play Bethany so rarely, I only get good runs as Bethany. I don't know what's going on with that. Don't know where the game is, like, why the game is always saving up all of its craziness for when I play this character, but so be it. Anyway, what do we got? Oh yeah, I don't know, because I got Curse of the Blind, of course. I'll take the right item. Oh my... That was Ipecac on the left. What the fuck? I have Pyromaniac. God, that would have been so cool. I'm just sitting here like... I'm considering, like, do I rewind just for the sake of better content? Is that going too far? Is that too cheaty? This run is crazy, dude! Curse of the Tower is fine. I got Pyromaniac, but... this run is fucking wild, dude. I would have loved to have Ipecac. I would have absolutely loved that. I gotta live without it. Curse of the Blind screwed me on that, but... This seed is unbelievable right now. Like... The amount of just good items showing up is absurd. I've gotten a Q4, technically, in every single item room up until this point. That's crazy. The likelihood of that happening is not high, normally. Ah, there goes my deal chances. No. At least I can heal with the Curse of the Tower. The I just realized Curse of the Tower is a broken pickup here as well. Whenever I get hit in any way, shape, or form, I can immediately heal back up so long as I get hit by one of the bombs that I spawn. That's actually nuts. Oh yeah, he's gonna do the poke. Right, I forgot about that, but he's dead anyway. What do we got? Some cards. Anything cool? Emperor, Hanged Man, Suicide King, Funny, Devil, Joker. Well, I guess I'm getting my deal this way. You're not stopping me! Holy Grail! Was there a restock machine in the shop? I forgot. I hope there was. Okay. Well, I mean, again, it's gonna be a blind item, but I might as well take it. Sharp Jesus Christ, man. This run is just waiting. It's primed and ready. Waiting for, like, a crazy broken space item to grace it. It's waiting for like a D6 to show up or something like that. I have the killer combo. All I need now is a crazy space item and I have infinite charges. I already get a crazy amount of charges because I'm Bethany anyway. I need a reroll. I need a reroll space item at this point. And I get myself a magic 8-ball. Dice bag. I mean, it's not the type of reroll I was looking for, but it's certainly a better trinket than Poopus, so I'll take it anyway. Alright, what are we starting with here? A D1. Cool. Wait a minute. Might as well, right? I got a Wheel of Fortune card. Unfortunate. This is unfortunate as well, because I don't think I can afford to play you, but I will use the Emperor card immediately to kill the pile instantaneously. There's my deal, which is what I was hoping to find with this early card. There's a fake Sacred Heart. Almost had me excited, extremely excited for a second, but it's only Immaculate Heart, which is still an incredible item, but, you know, could have been much better. Could have been much worse. Now, wouldn't it be... We need to continue the tradition. This item room needs to have a quality 4 item in it. Which means... Or much rather, it will have a quality 4 item in it, which means if it's not the left item, it's gonna be the mystery item instead. I have an ED6. Fuck it, roll. Spoon better. Not a Q4, but pretty good regardless. I don't know what to say. Things are crazy in this world. Things are happening, brother. Things are happening. Oh. Well, it's something to finally get some wisps generating, shall we? Although I think this wisp will only shoot when I use my shoot the whoop. Which is fine, because it's just an extra beam, right? That's cool. D8. I will not use the D8. I've learned my lesson. I have learned my lesson the hard way. I know very much so what it can do to you, and I am not gonna use it. Simple as. Secret room? Oh, what? What the hell? Oh, what the hell? The Planetarium actually showed up. Well, oh my goodness. Do I want Uranus? Do I want Terra? Uranus is such a cool tier effect. Terra is damage plus rock destruction. But the thing is, when you have knife, I'm pretty sure rock destructing tier effects like Terra are still active even if you're not shooting the knife. Which means that I effectively have Stompy, which means I'll at some point accidentally walk over a bomb rock and kill myself. That's why I'm so hesitant to take it. Uranus, on the other hand, is so cool. I actually, between these two, I like Uranus more. Terra is still very good, but I like the idea of the freezing tiers. It's such a cool tier effect. Completely stopping any death rattle effect any mob ever has. He's tiny, look at him. What the hell? He's so tiny. Reap creep. Eat shit. Ow. Fuck you. Thank you, Curse of the Tower. You're actually being extremely helpful. Thank you for the tears up out of Squeezy, plus the soul hearts, plus the verb that gives me a speed down again. Lovely. I love it. Do I want Mr. Me over Shoop? I feel like I do. I feel like Mr. Me is gonna be crazy. I get better wisps out of him, probably. Aw, man. I actually don't know what his wisps do. Let's see. I don't want to use my soul charges just to steal Mom's purse, but I want Mom's purse. Thank you, Mr. Me. I appreciate it. I know that kills the restocking potential of that pedestal, but that's fine. I don't really care. I'm okay with that. A D1, cool. A D7. It hurts is not all that. Virgo is pretty nice. Good pills are always gonna be helpful. I don't know why that blew up. I guess that's... the Mr. Me wisps just do shit like that. I guess there was a tinted rock over there. I didn't even notice when I walked into the room. Fair enough. Now I know what Mr. Me wisps do, and I know this pill is good now because of PhD slash Virgo. That's cool. That means, wait a minute, what was this pill? Wait a minute, there's a pill in here? What makes you small? I didn't even know there was a pill in this room. I don't know what I'm on pace for, but I'm on incredible pace right now. The D6. Wrong room to give it to me in. I should Mr. Me as much as possible, so I can get as many wisps as possible, right? It's kind of important. You saw that rock just float off into space? That was pretty funny. Hey, is there like a secret room here, Mr. Me? I doubt there is, but you might as well check. Okay. Cheers. Oh, another angel deal. I get a D4, no thank you, but I do get a halo, thank you. And I got Seraphim out of it, which is incredible. Thank you, Mr. Me Wisp. Okay, what the hell? I get an ED6 for this? Oh boy, you think this guy's gonna pay out in 6 cents? Wishful thinking. I knew one of these would have the quarter in it. Now, actually, honestly, I'm just gonna re-roll the quarter. Strawman? I'll take him, but I'm not gonna make much use of him. I can guarantee you that. He's not gonna be all that much use to me. Plus, he can't even fly. If there's a Sacrum as well, I'll play that with Strawman, I guess. Yo, Mr. Me, can you get me this chest over here? Or the item that it gave me? That's also fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Thanks, I guess. What do you... Okay, it's a big old tears up. Thank you very much. Give me an ED6 for your fight. That means if your item is trash, I will re-roll it. Well, I don't need tears, but I wouldn't mind the health, so I'll take it anyway. Thank you, thank you. Hey, can you blow this up, Mr. Me? Okay, I see how it is. Thanks, I guess you took priority with that. That's fine, that's fine. Thank God Strawman getting hit does not count as losing deal chances. Otherwise, I would have long lost them. You didn't give me a dice to reroll with in this room, which is a darn shame. I missed... My Strawman took the Steam Sale, which is actually okay, considering it was only going to be useful for a single fucking room anyway. And he's dead now. Oh well, now I don't have to worry about him. I have money anyway, like I'm not too worried about missing out on the Steam Sale, bro. Mr. Me, can you open this door for me? I know it's like boarded up or whatever. Apparently the Wisp can. Okay, thanks for the blood clot. I appreciate it. That's very nice. It's a darn shame too that the Strawman died before I could really go to the sack room. I mean, I think I could have gone to the sack room before I killed him off. But, you know, the writers had a little bit of a problem with that. What they did just, the writers didn't know what to do with Strawman. They didn't know where to put him, what to do with him. And they ended up just kind of fumbling his arc a little bit, and now he died before he was useful. It happens, you know? It happens to the best of us. That being said, I will check this out anyway. A D1, well... Maybe. I want to get some of these skulls that I can D1 and then maybe get a cool card. Empress and stars. Okay. Never mind. Nothing exciting. Hey, give me that blue map. Why don't you, Mr. Me? Alright, it's fine. You can't always do it. You can't always do it right. You can't rush greatness, you know? You can't just rush greatness. You gotta live a virtuoso. You gotta let a virtuoso have his time to work, you know? Why would I just run into that enemy, though? I'm clearly not the virtuoso here. I'm very much struggling. I need to use this Wheel of Fortune at some point, man. I just need to get it out. I can't keep carrying that for no fucking reason. Anyway, considering I've been saving this one up for almost a damn month at this point, I guess I'll tell you some more about my UK trip I did last month. Yes, I know, it's been a while. I don't know, again, I don't know why I've just been stockpiling these. I've just kind of been forgetting, neglecting to talk about them. There's been other banter on my mind. You know how it goes. Things kind of just happen like that. Let's get Mr. Me out there. Do some DPS. Okay, he did like a little bit, and then I guess he gave up. Oh well. Owie. Why would you do this, Mom? Why would you stomp on me? Day 3 of my London trip, and by I mean me and 2 friends, we went to the London Zoo. It was the first time I'd ever been to a zoo in a while. I can't say I've ever been to a zoo, because that's literally a lie. But it's the first time I'd been to a zoo in a while. Like, it has been a long time since I last was in a zoo. So, it's been a last time since I've seen animals. No, but it was cool, man. Like, when we first arrived at the zoo, we were like, oh man, this looks kind of small. Like, on the maps, right? It looked kind of a bit small. So we're like, oh, let's hope it's not, like, too disappointing or something like that. Nah, man, that place was massive. It was a very large zoo. It had a lot of cool exhibits for animals. Lots of cool animals to look at. I'm not much of an animal guy usually, but I just felt like, hey, let's go to the zoo and have some fun, right? And it was a great time all around. There were lots of goofy animals. Maybe I'll just, like, as I'm talking about this, I'll just, like, show random pictures of animals I saw on the screen, I guess, or something like that. Might as well, like, Mr. Me here as well, just to get some more stuff going. There was one thing I saw at the zoo that was fucking wild to me, which was, and apparently this is common in the UK, but I saw several parents, like, having their children on leashes. They had, like, a little harness that they had their child on with, like, a leash. And I was like, why is that? That's crazy. But apparently, because I tweeted that image, and I was like, I didn't know you could just put children on leashes now. Apparently that's common in the UK. Apparently, like, I mean, I've seen it only in the UK, and I've seen it several times in the UK. I guess they just do that there. They just keep their children on leashes to, Lord knows what. To just keep them contained, I guess. If that's how it's gotta be, then that's how it's gotta be, I suppose. They must have their reasons, but I thought that was wild. It was really funny, just seeing a child walk around on a leash like that. And the children didn't really seem to care. They were like, oh yeah, I just can't walk too far from my mom, I guess. Sorry, from my mum, because we're in the UK here. But it was a great place, man. The guy at the entrance was like, by the way, make sure that when you go through the zoo, you go through this part first, because a lot of people miss this part, which was like on the other side of a road. There's like a little underpass you had to go through to get to it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen the monkeys. And I was like, oh man, that's very helpful information. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the protein, sir. Thanks for the information, sir. It was a nice place. again, as with many places in the UK, especially in London, but also in that are public, like, neither of us brought a water bottle, and we regret it, because when it came to drinks, they had some water dispensers that you could refill vessels with if you had any, which we didn't. But again, buying a bottle of water at the zoo was just fucking like a fucking rip-off, man. I don't know why they make it expensive all everywhere, but it was like a tiny fucking like quarter-liter bottle. And that shit was like £3 or some shit. It was crazy expensive. I don't know why, like, who keeps letting public places get away with having expensive-ass water bottles. I understand that you're supposed to bring your own, like, fucking, you know, hydro flask, the fucking metal thing that girls always drop in uni lectures, you know, those things. They fucking sound like a massive metal pipe when you ever touch them and shit like that. Sure. And then you're supposed to refill them at the water dispensers. Yeah, but look, man, I don't want to carry around a backpack all day or something like that. I don't want to have a bag on me all day. I just want to, like, enjoy, you know, just walking around with nothing but my phone and my wallet in my pockets and enjoying life that way. I'm a bagless Andy. I don't like carrying the bag, which is weird because I'm always chasing the bag, but you know what I mean. But yeah, they rip you off with that. At least you could then, once you... Actually, they sold the water in cans. It wasn't even, like, just bottles. They sold canned water, like, in tin cans. Which was extraordinarily weird to me, because I've never drank canned water before, but I guess that's a thing. It was quite something. At least you could refill it after the fact. Because it was a vessel that can be refilled. Oh, thanks for another spacebar item, I guess, that has little use to me. Mr. Me wisps are just going crazy. They're just doing, like, everything right now. I need to, like, start using my soul charges at some point here, man. I guess I'll just spam Mr. Me soon. Just let him, like, generate a bunch of wisps, basically. So the zoo was pretty fun. That took up, like, a significant portion of the day. Animals looked mostly happy. I guess that's always, like, the thing with zoos, right? People are always like, oh, are zoos ethical? Is a zoo an ethical place? Because, oh, well, these animals should be living in the wild. And then the counter-argument is always like, oh, but, like, what if the animals are, like, you know, threatened, endangered, or even, like, close to extinction or something like that? Wouldn't it make more sense to keep them in a place where they can be conserved at least a little bit, you know, where they won't be at risk of that, where they'll be cared for and stuff like that? Yeah, I'm not here to have that argument. All I can say is, we went to a lion exhibit, and the lions were sleeping, and one of them had his back turned, and you could see his balls, and that was pretty funny. That was it. That's all there is to say to it. And they had, like, this was actually kind of crazy. They had, the monkey exhibit, or one of the monkey exhibits anyway, was just, like, a big, open, like, you know, caged-in area, obviously. But, like, you could walk into it. Like, they had, like, a little, you know, airlock gate system, and you could just walk into the monkey exhibit and, like, walk along that little bridge, and the monkeys would just be chilling on the railings. Like, you're not supposed to touch them or interact with them in any way, obviously, but they were just chilling there. They were just letting you walk in there and, you know, get real up close and personal with the monkeys. As close as the zookeepers would let you, I suppose, but still, that was kind of cool. But yeah, after the zoo in the afternoon, we went to another little place in town called the Cartoon Museum. It's just like, because the only reason we went to so many museums on our London trip was because we were looking at things to do in London, and we didn't want to be the guys that, oh, we're gonna go on the London Eye, we're gonna go on, you know, see Big Ben, we're gonna go to London Tower, or shit like that. We didn't want to go, like, to all the architectural landmarks that people would normally go to. We wanted to see something a little bit more interesting. So we, like, looked for museums and stuff. And we went to the Cartoon Museum. No, this is not cartoons as in animated cartoons or anything like that. It's cartoons as in satirical political cartoons, stuff like that, which made me feel a little pretentious when we went there, because I feel like that's the type of place I would have hated to go to if I was, you know, in school still, or something like that. I should be using Mr. Me to just get these items for free. I don't know why. I guess I have the HP, so I might as well take stuff, but yeah. Might as well have Mr. Me dig up all this shit and all that. I've got the soul charges anyway. But yeah, it was a wild exhibition, because they had a lot of cartoons from all the way to, like, the 1600s, dating all that far back. Like, back then, you would imagine political cartoons weren't even necessarily that much of a thing, right? Not many people were probably capable of making them, or even allowed to make them, and yet, they were a thing. And they were, as you expected, you know, they were just there. They were usually criticizing some sort of political stuff. Like, that's usually what cartoons were mostly for. There's other stuff nowadays as well that they're being made for, but yeah. But I found it fascinating, because I'd actually seen some of those in history class before. One of our history teachers, the one that because like I need to always mention this for some reason. I had special history classes that were in English part of the time. Like I had 2 history lessons basically every year, and one of them was in German, normal history, and then the other one was additional bilingual, part of the bilingual program, which was in English. And our English history teacher loved this specific history book that I still have, which I think is a great history book actually. It's got like a lot of, like it's a very big book. It covers like the entire world history, and it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. A lot of very informative stuff. But he loved analyzing cartoons. Like he loved, whenever we dealt with any topic in history, was it Napoleonic Wars, was it, you know, anything like British Empire related, colonialism, anything. He always, at some point, either the start or the end of the subject, he always dug up a cartoon for us to analyze, and it was really fun, actually, usually. But it was crazy to me to, like, see some, because those were the original cartoons, like, that's what I did with the museum. They had the original prints of them by the artists directly, right? Which is quite the collection to have in any way. But, yeah, like, seeing some of those cartoons I'd seen before, just displayed there was quite crazy. It was also just a nice place to be because it was a basement and it was nice and air conditioned, so it wasn't as hot. Like that Wednesday I think was the hottest day in London that week, I'm pretty sure. At least it felt like it. It was warm. It was very, very warm. So it was nice to just be down there for an hour. I didn't take many pictures of any of them. There weren't that many that stuck out to me. The funniest ones were the modern ones, because at least to those I had some sort of like context, right? Like political cartoons or satirical cartoons are always going to be the funniest when you have the full context for what they're satirizing, what they're riffing on, right? So obviously the modern stuff that was riffing on, well, modern events that have happened in my lifetime, I obviously got much more enjoyment out of. And there were a couple of really funny ones. One of them was, well, related to Queen Elizabeth dying, which was really funny. And it was just a picture. It looked like a fucking shitpost meme of her on a train called the Elizabeth line, which is one of the subway lines in London. It was just her like setting off into the lights. It's very wistful. It's got quite the taste of it, quite the sense of humor to it. Yeah, it was a nice place. I liked it. It was quite a bit of stuff there. Make me feel a little pretentious for once, like, oh, I'm going to an art gallery. Oh, I'm one of those people, because that's effectively what it was, right? It was an art gallery, but instead of like, you know, portraits or paintings or whatever, it was little satirical cartoons, which was very nice. I got an ED6 for this room, unfortunately. I also do not have anything to reroll. Oh well, I'll use Mr. Me on the lamb before annihilating him completely and just destroying his existence. Okay, you charged me? See if I care, brother. You just made me stronger because now I can get close to you and do that. I mean, I might as well open this secret room down here, right? Hey, Mr. Me. Okay, never mind. The wisp got it before you did. Whoops, I shouldn't be doing that. I forgot I was out of charges. Whoopsies! I just wanted to spam some wisps, you know? I wanted to have some. For no particular reason at all. I just wanted to have wisps. I got the tower card. That can heal me. And I'll probably just use it. Hit me with as many of them as possible. I think I got hit by a 1. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, I guess, you know what? The one-time abyss is gonna be useful. Create those wisps for me. Slash locusts, that's what they actually are, right? They're not wisps, they're locusts. I just call every little circular thing in this game a wisp. That's just what they are to me. They're not wisps! They're locusts. Legally distinct, not even flies. Locusts. Of the plague and all that. Annoying part is his hands, because the knife will home in onto them and make it annoying to hit him. But eventually I'll persevere. This is an annoying enemy to fight with. The knife is just going crazy. Envy makes Mom's knife do things with homing, dude. It wants to be places and also not to be places. It's kind of just going everywhere. Owie. Well, actually, this is good for me. Healing, healing, yes! Get out of here with your homing in on the hands, man. Can't wait to get to phase 2 so he doesn't have fucking hands anymore. What's he doing with one of them? Why is he circling that one? What's his hand doing? Owie. I'm gonna need you to get into phase 2, please. Thank you! That was epic. Have some gold, stranger. The lack of range really do be setting me off here as well, man. I'm healing so much from that Curse of the Tower, though. It's huge stuff, man. I'm not healing enough, but I am healing a lot. Virgo is huge here. Allows me to get some damage in while being close. This is a very precise pattern. I never noticed how precise you have to be for that one. Jesus. That one makes you small pill really helping out for that one. Thanks for that, though. And he's dead. Look, man, that was a good run. It started off real strong. The fact that I played Bethany had nothing to do with this run, really. But hey, apparently I'm just 100% success rate on getting a crazy run as Bethany, and that's continuing with that as well. Lovely. Anyway, that's it from me today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hope you've had a good one, and I'll see you then. Bye!